Hello and welcome to Roleplay Royale with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. We are back in Port Marge. We have our third party member, Shoti, a priest that I think I decided to pick for the monk path. We have a few quests going on. We have to talk to the governor, and we have to look around a little bit in Port Marge, and that I will do right now. We talked a little bit with our companions, and we also ran around on the world map for a little bit, and now we're here in our first town. Does she have anything else to say?
That's one of ours whose fate you've taken into your hands.
I'm pretty sure she can take care of herself.
And you know her better than her own brethren?
You look, but you never see me. The Watcher's got a keen eye, spotted my potential.
Exactly. The woman's lips press a hard line as she shakes her head unhappily.
Please just guard her well. Protect her purity and her godliness. The body is a shell. It's her soul that'll suffer if she steps from the path of righteousness. Do you seek a blessing from the light?
Yeah, we are looking for someone who came out this way years back. Adair mentioned that he had a little lover of the same faith that ventured into this region and wants to check if we may be able to meet her.
If it's a fellow missionary you seek, then you might talk with Nordegand at the temple in Nekataka. She's been around a while. Knows more of us than most anyone else.
Okay, thank you.
May Aethys' light shine upon you.
There's a doggo. Do you know where Aethys is, boy? The dog continues to gaze up at you, panting.
Well, don't worry about it then.
Adair scratches the dog's neck and gives it a couple of pets. I want to pet the doggo as well. Oh, I can't. He's just arfing.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why does it...
Dog workers. So here, I think we have something that looks kind of like a tavern, maybe? So I want to go to the market first. Okay. Henrik. Burger. Craftsman, okay.
Here you find civilization, Aimika. But outside these walls, the jungle will eat you alive.
Okay.
That is, unless you prepare yourself, ne?
Of course.
A wise and prudent decision.
Let's see what he has to sell. I probably won't buy anything, but can't hurt to know what he offers. Okay, some standard stuff. Pike. Okay. Essence interrupter. 12,000 gold? What is this? A bow. Okay, Shattered Vengeance, 5,000. I could buy the Physicker's Belt part. A Healer's Touch plus 10% healing done plus 1 alchemy. Apart from holding up one's trousers, belts are much favored by enchanters for the material portion is easily crafted, typically light in weight and requires few adjustments to those pieces of armor which contribute in more direct ways to protection. Interesting. I have to think about that. I'm not sure. I mean, that would be pretty nice. A better healing right in the beginning sounds good. Also would be a fitting equipment for us to wear. Then Swordman's Bracers. 10% of incoming hits converted to grazes from a melee weapon. Heavily scored by repeated blade strikes, these hard leather guards have clearly withstood numerous melees. The wafting scent of fine oil rising from the braces suggests that despite their weathered condition, they have been well cared for. Actually, let's buy it. Let's do it. Can I sell something in return? Yes, we have a little bit of clothing here that we picked up. That can go. The sword can go. Well, warbow, that seems a little bit better than a standard bow, so maybe I'll just keep that. The books I can sell. So yeah, we're not completely broke after that. Thank you. So let's go into the inventory and equip it. Nice. Okay. I could try to steal that. I will do that right now. Worker, craftsman. Okay, so I think I will now go to this place, the Kraken's Eye. I mean, that sounds like a tavern if I ever heard a tavern name. Commoner.
I'll
Okay, I
take
can
care of
just
this.
loot this one. So I guess it's fine to take items from objects where we don't have this mask symbol.
These dawn stars drive me mad. Every morning the same hymns.
I
Just
wish
looking
they'd
around
stayed
before I
in
go
Red
inside.
Ceres.
Okay, I think we're done. So let's go and enter the Kraken's Eye. Now that we have our new fancy belt. Okay, so what's going on here? We have a commoner. It's very dark inside of these places, right? I may adjust that in the future. Okay. Let's look around. Commoner. Let's see if someone has a name, which is... If you don't have a name, I won't talk to you. Very easy.
A giant. Thomas mad.
Maybe.
Giant?
There are strange things out there.
You cannot think it is really one of the gods.
No,
Oh,
but a
they're
weapon
probably
perhaps.
talking about it.
Merla. I hope not.
Who's pretty big? What magic guard? Servant? Oh, maybe we can talk. No. I'm really good at serving. You don't talk to me. Saying the cook. Do you have anything? Nope. Cook doesn't talk to me either.
Sorry,
Floral.
we haven't any rooms for you.
What? The rather large man behind the counter glances your way, smiling grimly.
Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink.
That's nice. He slides a murky pint of ale across the counter towards you. You gained an item, ingredient, ale. The item was put in your stash. Thanks. What's this about the
We're
rooms?
full up. You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for a place to stay after their ride off the island ended up at the bottom of the sea.
Okay. He pauses, fixing you with a considering
Well,
eye.
tell you what. I've got one room ought to have been cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome. Real trouble is, he hasn't settled his bill.
Oh, I see.
He's a merchant captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, but he's been a right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here. You chase him and his pals off, and the room's yours. at a discount.
Oh, that sounds nice. He slides the key across the counter towards you. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it, truly. I'll have someone tidy the place up for you once you're through. Chances are they've spilled ale just about everywhere.
Probably.
I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for. Just see him on his way and we'll call it done.
Fine. No dead people. So I guess he's upstairs, so let's go there. Per floor. There we go. Our first little quest that we're doing. We got a few ones before, but now we are to retrieve the coin purse of this one guy who got beat up. But is that the room? But we haven't found the person that was responsible for that yet. We have a commoner here, a sailor, commoner. Ah, they're probably in the big room, right? Or are they? Or what's going on here? Who are you? Norgund.
Ah, a new face. You've heard, of course, that Norgund remains the most reliable and discreet supplier of mostly legitimate wares. Are you looking for something in particular?
What do you mean by mostly legitimate?
I am an honest merchant, madam. But I confess that the tools I supply have an unjustly sinister reputation.
Okay.
How my clients decide to use these items is not my responsibility, after all.
Ah, I see. Okay, so he sells some lockpicks, poisons, etc. Okay. He came out of nowhere from here, it seemed. Skill too low. Fortunate.
I'll handle this.
Okay. They might be there. But before I go there, I want to check out the other rooms. Oh. Well, let's grab some carrots. You can never have enough carrots.
How does
Okay, there
it
it
work?
goes outside, so
Even
let's
here,
go into
it
the big
isn't
room.
complicated. Don't remember
Hello.
ordering more drinks?
So that is
Maybe I was
Galleon,
wrong.
Baru, Reveler. Okay. Let's first see if we can loot some stuff.
I'll take care of this.
Yeah, please take care of this. And let's maybe first talk to Baru.
Galleon's working his way through every drink on offer. Idiot.
Okay.
Thought I'd locked that thing.
The glassy-eyed gentleman before you bears the miserable expression of the recently sober. He also smells like he's been pickling in a cask for a few days.
Thing is, the way doors work, right? And I realize this is complicated, is that you close them and then uninvited people stay on the other side.
I never heard
Try
of
not
that
to slam the
practice.
door on your way out, yeah? My head's going to pieces.
Thoril wants you out of here.
Does he now? And what are you supposed to do about it?
You could intimidate him. You can leave on your feet or get dragged out by the ankles. Thoril said I could get rough if I had to. I'm asking politely. We want the guards in here to throw you out into the street. Maybe we could share the room. I could settle your tab. Let's threaten him
The
with the
governor's
guards.
got all his guards on high alert, staving off the pirates.
He waggles a hand in a gesture of mock alarm.
So if anyone's going to be doing the throwing, it's going to have to be you. How about it, mate?
I mean, I punch him on the nose, obviously. Oh! Down he goes. Galleon rocks back, clutching at his bloodied nose. He groans piteously from the floor. His Amoa compatriot shakes her head.
Yeah, okay. I'm done.
He holds up a hand toward a further hostility.
Come on, you lot. The crew of the Peregrine sails for brighter shores.
Nice. Kicked him out of here. And knocked him out. Very proud of myself. So let's go back down to Thoril. What a bar brawl. Okay. Thoril.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
I cleared out that room for you.
Hey, good work. Times like these, I can't afford to keep on anyone who can't pay their tab. The second word got around, I'd have every pauper in the city on my doorstep. The room's yours if you want it. And for a job well done, here's your pay.
He sets a damn leather coin pouch on the counter. You've gained 1,200 copper. Nice.
Still
so what
kicking,
else
eh?
does he have to
What'll
see?
it be?
Any chance you saw the fight between Rinku and Mokea? Yeah, that is the guy who got beat up.
Mokeho? That'll be the Juana the poor fool got into a dust-up with, I expect. Yeah, I saw it. Made a real mess, they did.
Okay, can you
The
tell
two
me
of them
more?
were having a game of cards, far as I could see. Guess things between them soured in a hurry. I kicked the Juana out, had a few men carry what was left of Rinko home.
Do you know who started it?
Could have been anything. Rinko doesn't know when to quit talking, and some of those Juana are real serious types. Far as I'm concerned, we owe the Storm Speaker for keeping the town in one piece. Don't mean I'd invite her people over for tea.
Okay, so they were playing against each other.
Well, yeah. Think maybe Rinko wasn't expecting one of the Juana to know the game so well. He looked real nervous by the end.
Do you know Rinko?
Well, no more than most. He's a hard man to like, let's say. Came here with the wife, an animancer. One of Odorisi's lot. The governor could tell you more there.
Okay.
Sure. Just hope you don't mean to dredge
Like to
anything
hire
up
some
again.
crew members onto my
Leave the
ship.
feuding for the Blue Bloods.
Know anyone looking to make some coin? I need someone who can hold their own in a fight. What can you tell me about Port Marge?
Guess you haven't exactly seen the prettier side of the place since you landed, right? It's the only town on the island, if you don't count Sarahuzi, little Juana village out west. Really is a decent place most days. Good trade, and plenty of money rolling in from Claudio's investors. Damn sight quieter than back home, but I don't have to tell you about the Deerwood. Ain't right doing business sober. I could fix that for you.
Why did you call it the Kraken's Eye?
What else? It was the glory of my fighting years. The beast pulled nearly 7 full crews into its belly before it was brought down. I was at the helm that day, and for that, my captain gifted me one of the beast's eyes.
Oh, wow. Thorin's eyes glitter with pride as he points to the wall just right to the counter. Oh, is it that here? I will have a look at that.
My proudest moment and my dearest treasure. I would not part with it for all the world.
Okay. Can understand that.
Sure thing.
Skipper's Stay lasts for 1 rest, +2 diplomacy, +2 intimidate, and +2 bluff. Yeah, let's do that. I think that won't be bad to have these bonuses for being in the city. A little more conversational advantages, I guess. And it seems like for now that's all that we have here. Is that the eye? Oh, it's the Kraken's Eye. I could steal it. I won't do that. At least not now. Maybe later. I don't know. Okay, so I think now we have a look at the... I will slowly make my way towards the governor's estate. That is our main quest right now. We still look for a way to repair our ship and get off the island so we can pursue Eothas a little more. Fishmonger.
Race you to the
I
coral.
have many fish here to trade. I caught them myself.
She is selling fish. That is a big surprise.
No contest.
What is going on with the
What?
boat?
Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a strange man.
What's going on with the boat there?
I'll take care of this.
Ooh, Rautani clothing. Light armor. It has, I think, the same armor rating as what we wear, which is very light, but no cooldown malice. That's nice too, but I prefer the other one. So let's keep it that way. Most of the posting of various goods for trade, though you... What? Though you spy at least one crew drawing of what may be the governor. Okay. Of course. Prepare supplies, nice. And who are you? Alteria.
Ado, begging your pardon for the mess, miss. We are still recovering from the storm. We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
Yeah, let me...
Have a look.
Oh, repair supplies. So this probably will be more for our ship supply, maybe?
Of course.
So let's have a look.
How are we
here.
supposed to fight a giant?
We don't. We run.
Where? There is water on all sides.
And then run in circles. Mala, leave me in peace.
Then run in circles, okay. This Port Manger jail. Let's go to the governor's estate. Dock worker thing here I can loot outside before we go inside. Oh, there's something. There's the bush. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Governor Claria's estate. Okay. Put Magic Guard. Hello. Maybe let's see if we can
Easy now.
see something. Valiant Tricorn. Oh, nice.
All right, but I'm keeping what's in there.
So that is another hat, I think. Oh yes, thank you. You can get the hat. We're very high in terms of fashion. The worn dog-eared primer on the Wana language. Okay. Hello, we didn't do anything in the room.
I'll take care of this.
Just so you know. Some food there. Oh, who are you? Servant? Can we talk to you? No. That is another servant. Can we grab that? Could steal from there, but I don't think that's necessary. Nestled between the empty dishes and caskets are an array of strong-smelling spices. Okay. Put manger guard. Okay, I can't. Louisa. With all that has happened, it is a wonder we do not have a riot on our hands. Okay, so
I'll
trouble.
take care of this.
Long and excruciating detailed list of running accounts from local vendors to visiting apply immersion. Okay, let's talk to Governor Clario.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port March.
He spreads his hands in a subdued flourish.
I'd like to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie. Don't worry, I'm only here on account of her.
She bobs her head in your direction.
Of course. I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever.
Clario's tone is polite, but there is a strained edge to his wide smile as he turns from Shoti to address you.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty.
Okay.
Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He spreads his hands in an apologetic gesture. What kind of strange events?
A few, well, quite a few people here in Port Marge claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm.
I mean,
I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories.
A giant. Let's not reveal all our cards here and play a little bit dumb. A giant? Where did it go?
Why, I haven't the slightest idea. Wherever giants go, deep beneath the waves, with luck. Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
What could I do for you? I'd be happy to help. I get it, things are falling apart and you need me to save you. What could I do for you? I just got here.
Indeed. Which means I can spare you, whereas I cannot spare the guards. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
We could use our metaphysics. I know the luminous Adra is supposed to house more concentrated essence. Oh yeah, let's say that.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
How valuable?
Valuable enough to make sailing across the world seem like a sound investment. We And I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion. Have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that? We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk.
I see.
Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
Okay, and if I find this Odorisi?
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
Do you have any idea what might have happened?
I told you what happened, but you wouldn't listen to me. We could have prepared for this level of destruction. But what do I know? I'm just a priestess with prophetic dreams.
Clary's jaw tenses, but he otherwise ignores Shoti's tirade.
The Huana storm speakers should have kept the worst of the weather at bay. I can't imagine what else might have happened. There are wild beasts on the island, but they wouldn't have attacked an active dig site.
Okay. Eothas is out there, stumbling across the island, and you worry about some research. Fine, if it gets me off the island.
Gelade, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map, here.
Okay.
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I see how it is.
With a discontent sound, she crosses her arms over her chest.
Yes! Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawn Stars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity?
Clary darts a quick, sour look in Shoti's direction.
One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Okay, Odorisi's notes. Do you have anything else
What
to
can
say?
I do for you?
Can you tell me about Port Marge?
Certainly.
Clary stands up a little tighter and clears his throat.
It may not have the grandeur of Ostia or Enchenze, but I am proud of what we have created here. We've established strong supply lines, and our research rivals any performed in the Republics on better days.
What about the Huana?
They keep to themselves for the most part. We have little reason to interfere, and any Huana willing to work are paid for it. We get a few of those. Perhaps village life is too simple for them. They say things are very different under Queen Onekaza II. She has unified many of the Huana under her banner. Ikawa is one of the last holdouts. It works fine for our purposes. She is easier to negotiate with.
Okay. But why build an outpost here in the first place?
Scouts reported finding Ingwithan ruins along with a promising Adra vein, and the locals were welcoming enough. Any venture of this size is difficult. Even so, the hard part was not convincing people to join us, but weeding out undesirable individuals. We lowered our standards in the end.
I see. Clarius smiles wryly. Are there many outposts in the Deadfire?
Not long ago, the whole archipelago was beneath notice, a place of warring tribes and grotesque sea beasts. Now, it seems every ruler on Aurora wants an island of their own.
I see.
The lands here belong to the Huana, for now. If you ask the Royal Deadfire Company, that will not last.
Clary mutters under his breath, running a hand over his scalp. The Royal Deadfire Company, a trading company owned by the Ruatainan government and largely staffed by current and former members of Ruatai's considerably navy. It imports stable foods and commodities to the resource-poor Rautani mainland.
Dispatched by the Ranganui of Rauatai himself. That would be their emperor or king, perhaps.
I see.
If you have any questions at all, really, at your pleasure.
Clary sets his arms behind his back, watching you with an expectant smile.
Yes? Something you need?
Okay. Okay. That was interesting. Oh, and we leveled up. So let's do the level up. Okay, I get another active skill. I think I will go into alchemy once more. And I think I will also go further into history. Okay, but it's unlocked at character level 4 for multiplayer class characters. Okay. Faster on. The character becomes more fleet and nimble, increases stride and granting a defense bonus against disengagement attacks. I think I will take Nature's Vigor, a healing spell. So now let's see for Dare. He will go further into athletics. And he will go further into streetwise. Okay, here I can fight a stance or into the fray. The fighter launches through the battle, pulling an enemy into immediate melee range, causing crush damage and leaving them dazed. That's pretty good. Grants a damage bonus while wielding a two-handed weapon. Two weapon styles. Specialized to increase action speed while using a weapon in each hand. Weapon and shield style. Equipped shields deflection bonus are increased and grant an equal bonus to the character's reflexes. The fighter gains bonus defense against intellect. Oh, that's pretty good. Confident aim stays the fighter's arm, allowing them to convert grazes to hits on any attacks made with a proficient weapon. One-handed style. While wielding a one-handed weapon, some of the attacker's hits are converted to hits. I think I will take the shield one since he uses shields. Oh, I have two. And then I will take these two passive attacks, passive abilities for now. And now Shoti. Okay, so she has here athletics and alchemy. Well, let's... I think it makes sense to go with her a little bit into sleight of hand, maybe? Or just further into alchemy. I want to level up according to her character. So she is inside high religion. Let's go with her further into religion. And here we have two as well. Let's do wounds. Force of Anguish, a powerful attack that knocks the target back a significant distance. Purity of agony. Through pain, the monk is able to cleanse their body, reducing the duration of incoming and exiting hostile effects by half. Dance of Death. Weave a pattern of pain with your movement, gaining a gradual increased bonus to accuracy and wounds. Mortification of the soul. The monk immediately inflicts raw damage on himself or herself and gains wounds. Okay. 2 weapon style, long stride. Intense practice and years of study enable the monk to move with confident fluidity in battle. During combat, the monk's stride is significantly increased. Grants bonus to all defenses against disengagement attacks. 2-handed style, 1-handed style. I'm not sure if her sickle and the lantern count as a 1-handed style. I think so, right? I'm not sure if it's 2-weapon or 1-weapon style, how it counts. Well, not that. And I think I will take this one, the knockback ability. I will check. I will look if I can check that. I will look if I can look that. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Because. Small shield, 1-handed small shield. 1-handed. So does that count as a shield? Maybe you can let me know in the comments if it counts, if the lantern count with the sickle counts as weapon and shield, or if it's a 1-handed weapon because only the sickle is count, or if it's a 2-weapon style that we're talking about here. So I'm not sure about that. We also have some extra healing potions. Let's see if there's some. Okay, so can I go upstairs? Doesn't seem that way. So next I will check the journal. What does that mean? This quest is 2 levels higher than your character's current level. Proceed with caution. Oh, okay, that is about Adair's friend. Assist Shodi's effort to shepherd lost souls throughout the Deadfire. Okay. Then we have Stranded. Reach the Angwithan dig site. Okay. And to hunt a god, reach the dig site, burning bridges, find Mukeha. Oh yeah, that is the tribe chief. Okay, so let's leave the estate. And it's night, so good thing that Shodi has a lantern. No matter if it's considered a shield, a weapon, or nothing at all. May want to check out the jail as well, right? See if there's something up. Maybe another quest to collect.
Without more guards.
No. I'll just take this. What's that? A padded cap. Does that have any effects? No. Just looks like it, probably. Savia. Let's talk to her.
Yes? What is it I can do for you?
The watch commander looks up at you after her listless greeting, and you notice that she has a dark bruise around one eye. She grimaces, but does not turn away. I don't see many guards around. How are things here in Port Margin? What happened to you?
What happened? I showed the drunken fool more patience and respect than he deserved, and he struck me without warning.
Okay.
Sientere, Savia. You know that I was aiming for Darmo's pretty face.
Something you wanted?
How are things here in Port Marge?
We lost no one to the storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the people are terrified of this giant the scouts reported. It is chaos, pure and simple, but things might have been far worse.
Okay. I don't see many guards
We
around.
are stretched thin. The storm speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there.
Savia glances up at Shoti. Expression flat, but keeps silent.
Now I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Bozzo kicks up his heels like a prince.
Valiant term for penis. Good to know. Gorechi Street.
Lucky for you that I'm around. I humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Shut it, Rigere.
I could speak to this Ilari.
Kue, I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not I here by choice. Why do this?
I lost a lot in the storm myself. I want to help. Seems only sensible to be on good terms with the commander. Seems like a good chance to crack some skulls. Eothas is responsible for all of this. I've had enough of the gods unpending people's lives whenever they feel like it. Seems only sensible to be on good terms with the commander. Let's be honest here.
And you are a sensible woman, I see. Fair enough. Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water.
Okay.
We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to resolve this. I'd appreciate your looking for it.
Okay, we'll try. Can I talk to you?
Ado, stranger. Or is it captain? You
Both.
have the carriage of a captain.
I'm a strange captain.
A noble bearing all around.
The man in the cell wobbles slightly as he steps forward, fixing an eager smile and glassy gaze upon you.
Apretta, you must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed fish.
What did you do to end up here?
I did no one any harm. I am at the Kraken's eyes so often Thorol should pay me. I sample every bottle for quality.
Uh-huh.
My loyalty has given him heirs. I would have paid what I owed in time, had I the coin.
Of course.
You walked out on a tab, Rigere. Nothing to boast of. And then you crawled up to the governor's estate, pissed on the steps, and resisted arrest.
Okay.
Well, I do not remember that at all. Right on the steps? I am sorry for the last. I tell you, Savia, I cannot help my magnificent reflexes. You were being very grabby.
Do you know your way around a ship?
Do I know ships? She asks. I know every vessel on these waters. Every one, from the galleon to the... Every one of them, madam.
Okay.
You have enemies? These fists will drive them into the waiting arms of the sea goddess.
He clenches his fists, raising them above his head for emphasis. I could use you on my crew.
You see how
Another
fate
drunk?
has
Why
brought
not?
us together? The ice-hearted guard. She has set my fine at 400 pyres. I have none. I flounder here until the debt is paid.
Okay, so, I think I will first try to help Savia out, and maybe we then get like a discount or so, or maybe in exchange for helping her, she releases the guy. He might be useful for our crew. We lost quite a few members, so can only be good to stock up. So now Is this town bigger? Where does that lead? It said west, but until you hit water. But I mean, we are right at the water, and the water is east. Maybe if I enter the world map,
carvings.
I get more options.
Yes, this one is many
to
centuries
enter different
old.
parts of the town.
Blessed by Ngati herself.
Magnificent.
I don't know. Can I switch to the world map? No. He's not there. This maybe? Aha. Oh. Oh. Look at this. Let's go to Garachi Street. Can we go there? I can't. Okay, I don't know how this works. Supply? Maybe I have to leave? I don't know. Things I have to... Oh, now I can... Ah, okay. It will take 1 hour, 3 minutes to complete your journey from Port Margit to Garachi Street. Okay, let's walk. I see. We're learning. Really like the style of that map. As you make your way along through the side streets of Port Margit, you come upon visible traces of the storm passing. Many of the houses here boast cracked windows, panes, and sagging awnings, and you pass narrow streets strewn with foliage and debris. The cobblestones beneath your feet are still slick with water and silt. Before long you are ankle deep in sucking mud and loose stones. The flooding only worsens up ahead, where the water level rises to the knees. Most of Port Margit's residents have fled this region for dry land. But the murmur of raised voices ahead and the occasional splash suggests that you are not entirely alone. Okay. So we wobble ahead. Oh, what's that? What's going on there? A looter. Hey.
Careful.
Oh. Oh, they want to throw down immediately. Okay. If they want to do that. Let's go switch over to Adair. Maybe he can run towards them. Yeah, I'll let the AI handle that one. I think I will just do some distance attack myself for now. Ooh, that is an archer. Oh no!
So help me God, I'll whoop the next one of you who takes aim at me.
Would you look at that?
No, she went into the chill fog. Don't think that was good. But we did it! Not sure if she was impacted by the chill fog in the end. Or if it was gone by that time. But we got a thing. Padded armor, light armor. Let's grab all that. What's that? Container. Oh, protective Ephesian charm. +1 perception ability activates when near death, grants darkest before dawn. Grants health over time, reducing incoming damage when the wearer is near death. Oh wow. This small cameo holds an engraved image of 3 stars upon it. The wearer on one side suggests that it was often held during fervent prayer. Nice. Let's grab that as well. And that. And now, let's see if we can equip some stuff. That is a pretty good armor. Maybe for me the padded armor is something though. I get a little bit of a cooldown malice, but let's see how it looks. That is the most important part, right? It looks alright. We look a little more serious in our fighting endeavors. I kind of like it. That is very good. Let's equip that. Anything else? A hatchet. Don't really need that. Right now, at least. A hunting bow. Which one is better here? That has 15 to 12. 16 to 28. So the hunting bow is better. Just for me to keep that in mind. Okay. Okay. Minor healing potion. Let's grab that. And jump.
Suits me, don't you think?
We fought the... Oh, there's a ghost.
Something must be wrong with my vision. No matter how much I blink, I cannot make out more than blurry lights in the darkness. You are quite blinding.
I'm sorry, but you're dead. Come with me, I'll help you. What is the last thing you remember?
Pain. I came to help one of the traders gather her belongings. Then other men came. They struck me over and over. Is that why I cannot see?
Yeah, I'm very sorry, but you're dead.
Dead? Oh, but this is terrible.
It's quite terrible. The spirit sighs, wispy shoulders slumping.
Let me ease this one's pain, Watcher.
Dark eyes solemn, Shoti circles her lantern around the departed soul. Okay, she waggles her lantern and...
Indeed.
Okay, let's look around. Oh, there's another soul.
Nothing but endless grey mist. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
My friend here is a harvester of Gorn. She'll help you find your way.
Right. You'd best follow me then.
More lantern waggling. She addresses the empty air, a smidge to the left of where the deceased woman actually stands. But when she glides her lantern through the soul's amorphous form, the essence coalesces inside. Nice. I'm not sure if that is a good thing, by the way. Either the former inhabitant or looters have taken most of their home's content, a few scraps, and the true. Oh. Oh, that is Ilari. Let's look around here first. Oh, and she wants to talk to us. Shodi wants to talk to us. Let's
Happy to oblige.
do it.
Gotta wait in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around. With every soul, my
Careful with the
lantern's
waggling,
getting
then.
heavier and heavier in my hand.
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
I did, recently with you.
What?
You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end.
Okay, her face alights with a fierceness.
I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind?
Okay. Wow.
Sure thing, Watcher.
Interesting. So she can feel the weight,
Yes.
apparently? of the souls. Seems a little bit troubled by it. Okay, it is just this little corner. So let's go to Alari. Maybe we can solve it peacefully. I'll try at least. Hey.
To get this lost, Aimika, you must have been trying real
Oh,
hard.
he's another pale elf. Okay. Young elf's hand drops to the pistol in his belt, palming the grip. The faintest hint of a sneer plays about his lips as he watches you unblinking. What are you doing here? Savia sent me. What are you doing?
Ekosi, this is my street. That doesn't change after a little rain. That storm speaker. She didn't concern herself much with this place, did she?
He kicks at the water, splashing noisily.
Me and my gang, we keep the peace here, and the locals pay their dues. Nothing here now but what they left behind.
Savia sent me. She needs you to put a stop to the looting. Ilari snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence. Then he throws his hat back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here, on her knees to beg for herself. But she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
Okay, that is, I think, diplomacy. Help her out this once and Savia will owe you a favor.
A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Mid-chortle, Ilari's brow draw together. He runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning.
Done. I'll do it. Bon Piaco.
Oh,
Can't
nice.
be too bad, having a commander in your pocket. Tell Savia
See?
this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorechi Street is under lawful protection now.
We did it! Now we can return to Savia, I think? Yeah. Don't think there's anything else here. So, let's return to Port Marge. Can I? Thank you. Gorechi Street. Solved. Got rid of the looters. So let's run back to Savia, then maybe see if we can get the drunk out of jail and maybe hire him for our crew, because that seems very responsible. Okay.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it?
Ah, okay. I convinced Alari to keep watch from Gorechi Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Marge under control. A good start.
True.
Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 women like you, the whole of Port Marge
lots of
would be set
experience in
right within
copper.
a week.
1,100 copper and 2,124 experience.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest.
Any
What
chance
is it?
you lower Ruggeri's fine?
Kue, don't tell me Ruggeri has earned your pity. That won't last.
She glances at the occupied cell, her nose
I
wrinkling.
do appreciate what you have done for me. So, if you will vouch for Ruggeri, I will lower the fine. 300 pieces will cover what he owes at the tavern. Something
Okay.
you wanted?
I'm okay
Diverus?
with that.
Well, good riddance to him. It's your coin to spend.
Savia pulls a ring of keys from her pocket and moves towards the cell door.
Agrasima, Captain. See you at your ship.
Nice. Is he going back to camp now?
Agrasima, Casita, for taking me
I
on.
assume so. Good. So let me have a look at the journal very quickly. Journal, there we are. The Drunk Sailor, we got that. Burning Bridges, find Mokea, that is Rinko. Yeah, one of the... Okay. Huana village to the northwest of Port Marjay. Then Lantern of Gone. Yeah, we did that. That is the dig site. Okay. Okay. So I think we have all that covered. Let's quickly run to a merchant and sell some stuff.
We have supplies here
to
for
clear
the
the inventory. The stash. Okay, let's see. Don't need the cap. The rope I don't need. Can sell one. Padded armor I may keep. The hunting bow was better than the war bow, so let's sell the war bow. Sell that, that. The hatchet can go. Mother of Pearl. I will keep these because I don't know what I would need for crafting later. So for now I just hold on to these. But I think for now that looks pretty decent. Let's get the money. And this is where I will end the episode for today. I'm having lots of fun with the game. Hope you have as well. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you want more content, consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know in the comments if the Lantern of Shoti counts as a second weapon or a shield, or if only the sickle counts for her, so it's a one-handed weapon skill tree. Let me know about that so I know that in the future for leveling her up. Until then, I will be back very soon with more Roleplay Royale and Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Until then, have a great time.